What's up, guys? Welcome to day 2 of our masterclass. Me and Sharif have a ton of value for y'all. This is all about getting your resume up to par. You know, no matter where you are in your career, no experience, no degree, there are entry-level roles you can land with the right resume. And without further ado, we're going to show you how to do just that. Let's go.
There's no degree needed. You don't need any experience. You don't need any certification. I myself am a college dropout. I've been in the tech space for over 3 years, and I haven't had any problem securing roles in 2 to 4 weeks, anytime at all. So wherever you're at in your career, whether you're 18, whether you're 48 or older, we will be able to help you make the transition that you're looking for.
So our goal is to help 1,000 people break into remote careers and become digital nomads before the end of 2024. It may sound like a big goal, but trust me, we have the stats to back it up.
That being said, we've got results on top of results for years. Not only do we have people setting up multiple interviews during the week, we have within 2 days of applying, people are getting hired. Again, 6 interviews, 2 interviews, round 2 with Meta, hired here, #1 on Glen Coco, first initial call booked within 2 to 3 days, sometimes even sooner of joining our community. Guys, there's even more. We're taking people in 28 days working from a warehouse to $75,000 on target earnings. We're getting multiple offers. People are job stacking multiple social media management roles. People are passing their certs for even technical roles. I mean, not only do we help with the entry level roles, but again, there's no role that we can't find jobs and apply to for you.
And you could take these remote roles and start traveling the world, working remotely, spending pennies on the dollar that you would be in the States. And we have plenty of people showing off their new lifestyle within the community, and they make themselves available for you to reach out to them, and they can tell you the exact story as well as places to go, best places to travel while working remotely. We have a ton of information and a great community of people waiting for you to join.
And to add to that, great community is what you're missing. I'm a regular person. Austin's a regular person. The only difference from us and from the people that you see who are traveling, working remote is information. So there's some information that we have that they have that you don't have. But if you're in the community with us and you can just jump on a call with us, you can just send us a message. It makes the barrier to entry for you getting that information to change your life 0. So the next step, like we said, is going to be resume creation. That's always the first step. And we actually are gifting to you for free the step-by-step process in this video so that you can knock your resume out and get ready to start the process. And the resume is very, very simple. Not only do you have to add your metrics, you add your numbers, we even show you on those videos how to have transparent sections of keywords, because it's not a human, it's not a recruiter that's laying eyes first on your resume. It's actually either an AI or an ATS, which is an applicant tracking system that's going through the job board when you upload your resume. So that's why we use AI to craft that cover letter, and then we make sure you're ATS approved to start sending that resume out, start getting you on interviews.
Let's go.
And usually how these calls go is I'll have you share my resume. We'll talk a little bit just about like experience, what roles you're looking to land. And then from there, I'll share my screen. I'll set you up with different resume templates I use. And then we'll literally go line by line, create your resume. And then we'll also set you up to have our team start sending out the applications, plus anything in terms of like LinkedIn optimization. We'll knock that out and we'll just go from there.
Sounds good.
Is there a specific role you're looking for?
So honestly, I don't know much about the different roles. My goal, I guess, at this point to earn the maximum. So maybe I heard the term in one of your video, job stacking. So maybe something similar, like simple, and that's maybe if I can, again, I desperately need something.
Right. I definitely think tech sales then is going to be the best route. That's actually what I'm doing now is the SDR role, so sales development representative. And these start, you need bases around like 55K. I've got a couple people where they're at 66K base. So I've even seen it 70K as well. And then on target earnings, which I've seen a little bit higher, but I would say this is definitely the median, 83,000, because you'll see some roles 75K is the OTE, other ones is like 90. And as a top performer, you can earn 6 figures the first year in one of these entry-level tech sales roles. And this is just the percentage that are hitting that quota, so 54%. And I definitely would say this is the best role to job stack. Right now, I'm in a SDR role myself, and I literally stack that along with the company I run, with the content I make, going to the gym. But I've been interviewing a bunch. So I've got an interview tomorrow at a startup, and that should be my second actual SDR role that I'm stacking together right now. And role I'm in, I do 30 dials a day, maybe 3 hours out the day. It takes me to get all the work done for it. So, and in terms of timeline, we're seeing about 30 to 45 days is how long it's taken to land these roles. Today, we had someone final interview, and he pretty much landed $4,500 base, and then another 4 to 5 in commissions on top per month. And that's his first job as an SDR. So he's been in the group for, I think he joined May 21st, it said earlier. So like 45 days. And then we had someone a couple days ago. He's been in the group for like days. He just secured his offer. So yeah, we're not getting like days to 45, usually how long it takes. But yeah, make that welcome post. If you see any other like posts, comments, things like that, you can just kind of go there, make a comment, and you'll be able to like level up pretty fast. Like with the first 24 hours, most people hit level 3. So,
And question about the interview. Can I prepare myself for the interview?
yes, we've got a couple different ways. One, we have our weekly group calls. So we have one Monday, usually like in the afternoons, and then we've got Wednesday and Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern time or 5 p.m. PST. Those are the calls. I run those every single Wednesday, every single Friday. They're usually an hour and a half long, and you just pop in, let me know like, hey, Sharif, I've got an interview with this company, and then like we'll pull it up. So say you're interviewing with TikTok, and I can find it on RepView. I'll pull it up on RepView, and then we'll check in like the salaries. So like this one, their SDR is at a 90K base. Median OTE is 155. Quota attainment, 50% of their sales reps are hitting that number. And then we'll see like okay, reviews, and then as well, like we'll put up on LinkedIn. But in terms of when we're actually like into the leads, so to say, we go pretty in depth of one, we make sure we know who the interview's with, who's the recruiter, go through all these questions of like, what does the company sell, their values, why did you apply here? That's usually going to be like the first thing they ask, like, hey, what, a little bit about yourself, what made you apply? Then we'll have questions for the recruiter. So like, I see you've been with this company for 3 years, you know, been like working with such a large company. How this role been different from your past ones? What are you guys using for internal communication? Is it Teams? Is it Slack? Salary? What are the benefits? Do I get free equipment? I've seen companies pay for your gym membership, maybe pay for your phone bill. So like these are all questions on the first round that you're going to want to ask the recruiter. Second round, we've got questions in terms of like the quota. What is it based on? Making sure it's not just a made up number they pulled out of thin air. What do the KPIs look like? So the key performance indicators, the metrics of like how many calls am I expected to do a day, the ramp up period. So like how soon from the day I start am I going to be expected to hit that quota? Most companies you'll get like a 1 to 3 month period where you don't even have to hit any numbers. And then just more questions about like down the sales process. I also have one of like, can you do a mock pitch? And I'll show you that as well. Like this is actually what's a few of the guys like that got hired from this week. Literally, we'll just prepare a quick mock pitch and structure it to be specific for that company. And this usually blows recruiters away. Like if you come prepared just to be able to handle a couple objections, it like over. So
Are you sharing this template with us?
Say that again.
Will you be sharing this template with us?
Yeah, definitely. So I've got this template. I have pretty much all of this inside the school. So like revamp section, obviously we're gonna knock that out on this call. Auto applications, we're gonna get you submitted. But once you unlock level 2, you'll get access to like the entire section. So step by step getting hired. So for an example, LinkedIn, you're pretty good in terms of connections. But we even have like where we've got all of our members who drop their LinkedIn's. But I think what you'll benefit from is like the Apollo IO. I'm not sure if you've heard of that, but it's what it is an email outreach tool. And we will pretty much show you how to, because we take care of the applications. All you have to do is like LinkedIn to the company, pull the recruiter's info. You have free version. They have a paid version where like it'll pull the recruiter's info for you. And then using the templates we have here for all the jobs that we apply to, you can just pull the recruiter and put them into an automatic email campaign as well. So not only are they going to see the application, but then They see an automated email like me request, their first name plus your name, and it's pretty simple. Like we will autofill all of these details. It'll autofill their company name, their job title, and this is another really good way to stand out. It shows you already know how to pretty much do the job, and it's a good way to get interviews. And then as well, like in terms of the interview prep template, I've got that in here. I've got some live examples of us doing interview prep.
Got it.
Once this kind of loads, and then like I even have, there we go. Got a few of my like live interviews recorded. So like this one, actually it was live. I did a mock pitch on it. Glenn Coco. Are you familiar with that?
I came to know through your video. Yeah.
Yeah. So I've got like an hour-long video of me calling. I actually, this week, I'm supposed to be going through a bunch of these other campaigns, and I'll just be like just getting approved so I can start calling, make some videos on them too. But even for these, like out all my scripts, what makes it easy for like we're ready to start calling on those. You've got that there. And then again, I've got more of my like recorded interviews as well. I even have some of our other members like got their interviews in there. They've got them recorded. And then in terms of like all group calls, I've got all of those recorded and ready to go in the group too.
So I think this will start unlocking, right? As I just do some more interaction, because everything is locked right now. Except
so these should unlock once you hit level 2. So I think you only need like flex. Unlocks that level to be level 3. So yeah, the rest of these unlock at level 2, and then from here these unlock at level 3. But yeah, 24 hours, like as long as you make that welcome post,
yeah,
get it.
Okay. One thing, this is, so I guess with this, it's called the name of your program.
Wealth Club.
No, the one that I purchased, like
Tech Job Program.
Yeah. Basically, you guys gonna start applying like how many applications per day?
30 a day. So after we knock out go ahead.
Everything will be shared, right? Like you mentioned, there is a Google. Yeah.
After we knock out your resume, we'll get you uploaded, and you'll be set up with this type of like you'll be set up with like an accountability checklist. So just every single day, I'm literally gonna knock all of this out on the call, and then you'll be able to check these off, just so that way you need to be doing. So boom, like they've got like the Apollo, doing that outreach prep. So yeah, we've got all of this set up for you so that you can get that offer within that like 6 weeks. But yeah, every single
Apollo
day.
also, you guys will set it up?
Say that again?
Apollo, you will set it up?
No, so we don't set up Apollo only because that will connect to your email.
Okay.
Yeah, with applications every single day, our team updates this, and you'll see like LinkedIn postings where we applied. And the cool thing about this is, let's see if they'll let me freeze it. Let's see. Give me 1 second. I got a quick call coming in.
Yeah.
All right, sweet. So yeah, single day, we'll just update this with all the roles we're applying to, and then you'll be able to like you put them into Apollo. You can just mark it off like email sent. You can update with the application status, all in here as well. So
how do I get the email information to who to send?
Yeah, so what that looks like, say for example, I go on LinkedIn. This tool right here is called Wizard. So this is a free tool. Got this with inside the group as well. But literally, I would just click this. It will pull your information, and then I would export like a CSV file, and then I would just add you into a campaign. So that video, we've got that one.
Okay, so I need to unlock that step first. Okay. Ready.
2 DM setter interviews tomorrow.
So you guys will apply for me, and then I just need to set up that campaign, and then interview gets set up. Like, they'll email me.
Yeah, you'll get all of these as email confirmations too. So I do sometimes recommend like if you wanted to create a backup email or like an email just for interviews, unless you don't mind like using the email you already used, because the 30 like it can clutter your inbox up a little bit.
Yeah.
Like as long as you're managing it, like I'll go through whichever like
email actually.
Okay.
Just do that because that's gonna be crazy.
Yeah. I have a lot like my inbox, I'll just ignore it. Like it literally be interview requests, like end up just ignoring or missing. I mean, just kind of focus on like the ones at the companies that I would be open to interviewing with.
Sure. Yeah, I created a different email actually, or I may use one of mine. Let me see. Yeah, we'll just do that.
And then let's go.
Yeah, I have one other email. Yeah, I'll just use that actually. Yeah, we'll definitely use the separate email.
Okay. I'm gonna check on one thing for the application tracker once we get this set up. All right, cool. So I know you're familiar with Glen Coco, and what I'm thinking is we add it to your resume as like the most recent experience. I'll drop a link in the chat just so you can sign up. But just as a refresher, like if you want, you can go on here, you'll go complete the campaign, and then you can start cold calling for any of these campaigns. And so, for an example, Doc Juris, this is a legal tech company. Every qualified meeting you set, you get paid $350 to $475. All time, they paid out over $30K. Glen Coco even has their own campaign where you're calling other companies and pretty much letting them know, like, hey, I'm actually a cold caller. Would your company be able to benefit from other trained sales reps like us? Great. I'll set you up for a quick meeting. This one, they pay out $300 per demo and another $300 if the campaign launches. So $10K paid out. They've got the Home Fix one, which is B2C. They've got Multiplier, which is like a HR recruitment software tech company. Vicarious is like a cybersecurity tech company. So they've even got like
training, right? Like the basic training and all the leads.
Yeah, they have all the leads, all the training. So like this one, they've got 17,000 leads, 12 active callers. And the cool thing is, yeah, got training, but they also have, so like right here, literally we can listen to all the successful pitches. And that's actually how I'll my scripts for them. So, and even some of these ones are like full time too. And they're always adding like new campaigns.
Okay.
Yeah, I definitely think we can add this to your resume. Let me drop a link in the chat so you can sign up. And so like here's one. I made that one yesterday, but we can use my template. Add down there.
I don't know what happened.
Yeah, yours.
Okay.
And let's see. What city, state, zip code?
27215.
27215.
215.
And is that Raleigh?
No,
No.
just it's Burlington. Look it in the chat box.
Okay, cool. And phone number?
Phone number is going to be 919
919
438
438
3614.
3614. Perfect. And then we'll come back to the email.
Email is already ready. Look at the chat box.
Oh, perfect. Okay. And I'm sharing this with the email as well. So you should get a notification from Canva and you'll have edit access to this document too. And so let's start with that.
Yep, I got it.
Nice. So like here's an example. This is what I usually just use for Glen Coco in terms of experience, and this usually always does the job. And then so we'll put June 2024. And so the most recent role, is it the financial or the business owner?
Business.
And actually, well, I'm looking now because if this one starts in 2017, do we one-stop shop financing for business funding? So we'll do like sales director.
Yeah, I mean, so again, other thing is like that I have own. So I basically we are so you can put anything you want, director of marketing or director of sales or whatever, I mean, it's not
we'll do director.
So again, while you are doing that, let me ask you one question. So I know that main question that's going to come, right? So I have never been into the corporate world. So the main objection that they're going to try to create is that why now into the corporate world? So here is my reasoning. I mean, I'm where it is, but you tell me, you need to refine it or what. So, they have been unstable and that have created a lot of chaotic in my personal life. I mean, into financial, it's just financially I'm unstable. It's going up and down. And that's when I decided that I'm just going to get out of all these businesses and just going to go to the corporate world. So I guess the best way for me to go in is that I do have a sales experience. I do have marketing experience, business. So that's why this does fit well and I can transition much better. And, that's my pretty much, his thinking.
Yeah, I like that. That sounds good. Maybe what I would say to add would be because I pretty much did the same thing for like I in tech sales. I worked as an SDR, got promoted to account executive, and then from there I left, ran my own business. And either you could structure it like that. What I would tell companies is that, hey, my business is completely automated. The reason that I'm, work for you guys is I want to be in the tech space, as tech right now is growing exponentially. And I also prefer to be in a recession-proof industry because your company, and then that's when I'll tie it into like you're in a recession-proof industry and you have the best tech in the entire vertical. That's why I'm looking forward to possibly with your company. So I'll add that part as well too. And just like that's perfect though. Like if you alleviate any fears that they have of you not, even if you wanted to still run the business, I just alleviate the fears of like you're going to be all in full time for them, and they're not going to have to worry about like time or anything like that.
Okay.
So for this one, did you do marketing as well?
Yeah.
Sales and marketing director. And then in terms of dates, should I do both of these to present still, or should I
No, you
end
can
them
just
on?
you can do it in the past then. Let's just do that. It'll be easy.
Okay, so 2023 to June 2024. And so to start, were you doing like outbound outreach? Was inbound traffic?
So same mainly was LinkedIn, through LinkedIn. I was
Okay.
trying to make a lot of connection, and when someone books a call, then it was
How many like touches do you think you were doing on LinkedIn, whether it was like weekly?
I would at least 75 connection, I guess, plus or minus daily. I had a sales navigator, so that allows the.
You said 500 plus daily?
No.
Okay, perfect. Daily. And then so for this one, it was probably like no ads or no
No.
content, nothing like that.
No
All right.
content. Yeah.
And how many meetings did you say you were setting?
I would say about 4 to 5.
And then would you say we could either for this one say managing like a lead of 500 plus contacts, or we could say managing a book of business valuated at 1.2 million, or kind of like whatever.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, we'll say managing pipeline 500 plus contacts and a $1.2 million book of business. Cool. And where was this one located at?
This one in Raleigh.
All right, cool.
It was from 2017. Actually, that is about right. You can leave that.
Perfect. So it does line up. And then, so how many stores or like franchisees were you managing?
So this is just one
Or
store.
this was one franchise?
It's independent chain.
Okay.
So I don't know what we can put.
So were you like training and mentoring people?
Yes.
Were you
So training and hiring people, firing people.
mentoring, hiring, firing? And how many people would you say were on the team?
About 15.
Wow, 15 plus member team. I'll say person team. Would add like balancing P&L statements.
Yep.
And I do
Also doing marketing.
what were the duties for marketing that were in
So managing the social media account, right? Posting. You can talk email campaign, creating email campaign, coming up with the different offers based on the different holidays or whatever.
social media campaigns, and then develop a sales plan with senior management for business development. We'll say business to consumer, selecting target accounts, as in like vendors, defining roles, and setting up a plan of execution.
And also the ordering as well.
Oh, perfect. How many like shipments?
2 per week, 2 different vendors.
Shipments. Okay, cool. And then I like this one. We'll just make the dates line up from 2011 to the 2017.
Okay.
Of all the businesses you ran, which one would you say was like your favorite one done out of them?
7-Eleven.
Yeah. That's nice. Like, I don't think we have. So I'm in Arizona right now.
Okay.
But I just moved here maybe 6 months ago. I'm originally from Michigan. So like Michigan, like we like sevens on like a corner.
Yeah.
But down here, we don't have any.
Right. So even in Virginia was already mature market. North Carolina, they are in Charlotte, but the rest of the area, like they are popping up with the brand new stores, and it's a little bit property here in compared to. I mean, it's basically bigger stores compared to Virginia.
Yeah.
I mean, 7-Eleven kind of exited out last December. We also have like an independent gas stations, but 2 of them I'm about to getting out like within 30 days.
That's nice.
My goal is just to be in corporate world, just have stable income, and then have few more, few small, start working on a side. But I just need a stable income, honestly, and that's just the corporate world.
Yeah, that's facts. I actually pissed in December 23 because it still lines up.
Yeah.
Here, and it's like around that same time.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say
Disregard that, the rest. I mean, the below part.
for this, were there calls, like inbound calls, like to trying to think of like KPIs to include. I did this one. Let's just see. So how many like sales reps or like just images you have?
7-Eleven were a little bit more, right? Maybe somewhere between 20 to 25.
We'll do implementing, monitoring, and achieving KPIs of Salesforce, excellence, coaching and development of sales reps. And then just trying to think like for some more metrics or numbers that we can have like to it, like a revenue. Can we say like quota?
So revenue was, we said 1.3 million, 1.2 something, and then when we left, it was about 2.1 million.
Okay, nice.
And it was always constantly growing, like it would decline.
All right, develop.
You could probably say like help other franchisees,
Yeah, perfect. Develop relationships internally, other franchisees as well as vendors. Perfect. And we'll add in some more technical skills. Starts. Like in terms of like softwares and things that you used, any that like come off the top of your head?
So Office, some CRM you can mention. Like I'm familiar with somewhat of it, right? What is that called? The pipe to another CRM, Salesforce, in a indirect way as well.
Yeah, I feel they're all the same.
Yeah.
It's not even like rocket science with all these, so cool. All right, so let's go to.
How does this ATS work? Application tracking system, like this recruiter, right? Like it was never heard of it before.
Yeah, so like one thing I'll do is so like for this, for example, I have transparent sections of keywords that like I'll include on the resume because it's literally like going to some type of automated system and the ATS scans it for keywords. So like one of the tools that I use to when like say for example I'm finding a role and I find myself business development and this one. So like it's a beta tool, but for an example, sometimes it's accurate, sometimes it's not. But I think they kind of base it on like, if there's a top 2 keywords that they're based on. Some ATS systems are just going for like the total amount of keywords. But what I've seen is like to be able to just hit the because like never know. Like sometimes they say they're looking for 4 keywords. So this is one tool sometimes I use, but I mean the biggest results I've seen is just resume with as many of them as possible. So like however they're using their system, it's gonna pull in as many matches and as many keywords as possible.
Okay.
Let's see.
Are you aware of any good resource for security?
For
something like a boot camp, but we do like something heavy. So my wife, was about back in 2019. She have a actual computer science degree and was cyber and network security was field, but then she took a break. And then she's trying to go back to the corporate world now. She again same thing, like she never worked. So I think she just need kind of refresher or something just to get going. And since nowadays is a lot of this boot camp and whatnot, maybe. But again, I mean, we don't want to spend something.
Like that off the top of my head, not that I know of for cybersecurity. Like there's only one that I've heard about, which is for like GRC. But I think that one is somewhat expensive. GRC. So yeah, let's see. They do like an GRC in cyber, but theirs is like close to like between $5,000 and $7,000. Yeah, I mean, they don't really have pricing, but I've spoke with them and talked to them. I know, yeah, theirs is a little bit on the pricier side. Let's see.
I crossed this guy named Michael Lollipop. Michael Lollipop, was it? Hold on. But again, I don't know anything about it though. Oh yeah. It was on a Tech in Black. The interview that you did, it was on the same platform. Put it on the chat, but I don't know anything about it.
Let's see. Thinking the one on the left.
Yeah.
All right, cool. How's that look?
Is my headshot is good enough, or do I need to use that AI thing?
Yeah, I would say it's pretty good. You can try using it. I haven't heard as good things about like Remini as when I first started using it for AI headshots. So, I mean, I would still say it's good. It's focused, it's high quality, and it's professional. So,
okay.
Yeah, I would stick with that. So what we will do is I'm gonna put this link in the chat, and this is where, so you're just gonna go to share and download, and then I download as a PDF standard.
Okay.
All pages, and then that's what you're gonna up to the Typeform link I put in the chat. Okay. And then while you do that, I'm going to make a copy of this application tracker for you.
Okay, hold on. So how do you make share?
So yeah, you click share as
download. Yep, I got it.
Yeah, download.
All standard. Yep.
Perfect.
Okay.
And we'll do this.
Okay, that is done.
Okay, perfect. Got you added and assigned to rotation. So we'll just need the information from that upload, and that automatically gets sent to our team too.
I do have one question. Is the Google share with, right, for this application and whatnot? Can I use the different email?
Yeah.
In a chat box.
Yeah.
Because that's me an email just for this purpose. Like I don't want to get bombarded. Yeah. But if you can, again, even if you want me to communicate, like you have to say something or you want to communicate with me, just if you can use this as a primary email, that'll be perfect.
Okay. Perfect.
And you have my phone number. What is the address to use for you when asked on application? It's a good address. So like a home address?
Yeah, just home address.
Yeah. Yes. No. What is your rating? Asian, right? Yeah, Asian, and then yeah. Job specific questions. Continue. What job should you be applying for? Remote. Is there more than just remote? For the just do SDR, BDR, that's fine.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Okay, it's done.
Nice.
Thank you. Okay.
And I would say last thing I would change is just update the LinkedIn, pretty much how we updated the resume. So if you wanted to update like the experience sections for these roles, I would add in Coco. You can add that here too. And then I would just change this to like sales development representative.
Okay.
And outside of that, it looks good.
The only thing is I need to remove this Durja Financial too, right?
Yeah, we can if you want.
So what should I do? I mean, yeah, I think we should remove it at least.
We can do. Let me know if any of these stand out.
How about this one? Or any of the on the left, the first one, the Olivia Wilson. I mean, something like that.
All right, let's see. And which email?
Well, let's put the 27486. I mean,
okay.
So they're gonna reach out, right? Yeah, that's fine.
And should I put phone number on there too, or?
Yeah. Phone number is fine.
Okay.
Yeah,
919
43614.
3614. All right, cool. And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna just download it and then I'll email it to you. Gmail. And then I'm just gonna send it to the email that you sent me with your resume. Oh, I just sent that.
Okay, hold on. Let me see what you sent me. Yep. So okay, and I can just upload this. Yeah. Okay, let me just go to
Okay, sweet. So yeah, we got that knocked out. Then should be good to go. And then
hold on. Let me upload my resume and then. Yep. It has.
all right, sweet. So let's see. Nice. Yeah, this looks good. Yeah. In the meantime, all I would say is next steps. We'll get your resume. You should start seeing that one out probably like later tonight. And then from there, I would say make welcome posts, maybe comment on a couple posts. And like you even like your own posts, like your comments. Once you get to 5 level up, you'll be at level 2.
Okay.
And then from there, yeah, you'll be able to get access to the step by step getting hired, and then it would just be set up your Apollo IO, and yeah, we'll be good to go from there.
Yeah. So I will take care of the LinkedIn. I mean, just I will update the profile on that.
Nice.
Should I just leave the rest, or I should delete? Because I had that e-commerce, quality control, other experience. Or
Yeah, I would leave them. I mean, yeah, most of these they won't hurt. I would leave them. Maybe just most ones, and then yeah, from there you should be all set to go.
Okay.
And then in the meantime, we've got, if you got questions, like you can message on school, Instagram, wherever, and as well tomorrow we'll have our group call too.
Okay. And can I message you? Can I text you?
Yeah, you can. So I think you probably got my partner's number, Trev. I'll just say either shoot me a message, whether it's on Instagram or school. Usually that's the fastest way to hit me up, because like in terms of text, I've got 2 of these, so it's like I'll be looking back and forth. But yeah,
Instagram then. Instagram is fine.
Yeah. Okay, bro. Well, shoot, I'm excited. Ready to get you on some interviews, and I'm looking forward for the results, bro.
Sure, man. Really appreciate it. I'm looking forward. Yeah. All right, man. Take care. Thanks.
All right. Bye-bye.